Meda, the commander of the imperial bodyguard, took it upon himself to confront the brewing rebellion. One evening in April, at approximately 9 p.m., General Abebe visited the home of Ras Asarat to share his concerns. He revealed that earlier that night, he had sought an audience with Haile Selassie to address the deteriorating situation. Abebe informed the emperor that he had located the officers orchestrating the unrest and requested permission to arrest them before they could inflict further harm on the nation. But Selassie refused the request, assuring the general that everything is under control. Frustrated and desperate, Abebe pleaded with Ras Asarat to intervene and convince the emperor to act decisively. Yet, despite these efforts, Selassie remained resolute, dismissing any need for immediate action. The final days of June 1974 saw the formal appearance of the Derg. Comprising members from various branches of the military, they were united in their disillusionment with the imperial regime and their desire for radical change. On July 1st, they made a bold statement by arresting the president of the Imperial Crown Council, Ras Asarat Kassa. Later that month, Prime Minister Liege Ndalkachi was dismissed and soon imprisoned. In the following weeks, members of the Crown Council, high-ranking palace officials, and imperial guards were arrested en masse, leaving Emperor Haile Selassie increasingly isolated. By mid-August, the Derg no longer operated in the shadows. It staged a grand military parade in Addis Ababa, showcasing tanks, trucks, and troops adorned with flags bearing the slogan, Ethiopia Tikdem, Ethiopia First. Public criticism of the emperor, which had been muted thus far, now became a central theme in state propaganda. Selassie's name was now under daily attack in the press and portrayed as a symbol of corruption and misrule. His titles and stature were systematically diminished. He was no longer addressed as the Negusa Negast, King of Kings, but merely as the Negus. His residence at the Jubilee Palace was seized and renamed the National Palace. Even the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, a pillar of imperial authority, withdrew its support for the emperor. Finally, on September 12th, members of the Derg entered the National Palace and summoned Emperor Haile Selassie to the library. There, he stood stoically as they read a proclamation declaring his removal from power. Accordingly, His Majesty Haile Selassie I is relieved of his office with immediate effect and replaced by a provisional military government. The emperor was escorted out of the palace through a side door and taken to the headquarters of the 4th Army Division, where many of his former ministers and allies were already imprisoned. That same day, the Derg dissolved the parliament and suspended the constitution.